Hey, everybody, welcome back to another film discussion. And I am John Ward, and I am here with Donald Wills, and we are the film discussion guys. That's what we do. And Donald has a pet with him. And Donald, what is that pet? What do you have there?
I don't know, it's like some sort of Valentine's monster.
Is
I
it a
call him
Wookiee?
Frank. His name is
Frank.
Frank.
Frank the Valentine's Day monster.
There you go.
And you got your glasses too.
Got the glasses, we're twinsies.
Oh, you are. See, I came completely unprepared. I have nothing that's like Valentine's Day. I had all the time in the world to go find something at like Dollar Tree, and I didn't even bother doing that. So
you failed, Mr. Ward. You failed.
I did, and you succeeded because you have two things right there. So, but we are here today. This is the end of February, and we decided to look at My Bloody Valentine 1981 and My Bloody Valentine 3D 2009, and compare them and see how that works out. So, bless you. Have you seen either one of these films prior to us doing this?
I think I've seen bits and pieces of the remake in the past, but I've never seen them like to completion. So this would be my first watch the whole way.
Okay. And we're going to talk about the original one first from 1981. I did see this in the theater when it came out. I was just a kid. Excuse me. But my mom would take me to all the horror movies, slasher films, and just kind of, I've said this before, just kind of drop me off and have fun. Bye. See ya. And then she would go do her thing with her friends or boyfriend or whatever it is. So I would just spend the day watching My Bloody Valentine over and over and over again until she came to pick me up. And I loved this film. I owned the, let's see if I can bring it up here. The original, well, first I think I owned it on VHS. And then I owned it on DVD. And I might even have, excuse me, I may have the 4K up there from Scream Factory, but I didn't pull it down. So this is the poster for it. That's the original poster, which is a great poster. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's just I'm like, oh my God, I need to see this movie. And I did. And yes, from Paramount. So I remember the VHS of it. And bless you again.
Just so you know, I'm coughing, so I do apologize.
Oh, okay. Well, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm coughing too, so it's okay. And then you find that I have everything kind of organized here. And then there was this. So this was that's when it came out on DVD. I think this is one of those ones that probably Walmart or somebody carried because they had the special like slipcover on it. So that's what you have.
That's what I have, actually.
Okay. So that's what you're going to be reviewing. I am going to be reviewing this version of it, which is the special edition. Includes never before seen deleted footage. It does have, you can watch the film with the deleted footage or in the movie or separately from the film. So they put it back in. There's also like a couple documentaries. So this is a pretty good disc. Yeah, and it's got its slip.
There you go.
So, oh yeah, that's how. Well, wait, let's get us back over here. There we go. So I got this, and it's got this, and is this a single? Yeah, it's a single. So what they did with this one, because for decades fans wanted to see the uncut version of this. When Halloween came out, all of a sudden they started, companies wanted to start doing movies with holidays. But it was really Friday the 13th that did it. that was such a success that then all these companies are doing all these different movies. This was done by a Canadian company, and they're like, well, what what holiday hasn't been used? They said Valentine's Day. Okay, well, what killer hasn't been used? This is only 81. So slasher films haven't been around for that long. And they said, well, how about a coal miner? And then they found a sleepy little town with a coal mine that just got shut down, and so they were able to film there. So it's all practical. No sets were made. Nothing. They shot everything inside the mine underground. They shot above it. So when it got released in America, they cut the crap out of it because there were a lot of groups. It was basically like the satanic panic people. And so there were a lot of more kind of conservative groups that wanted these things to be cut. And so they removed a ton of footage, all the violence. And this incorporates it in. So you either get the theatrical cut, which is the one that I'm more used to, and you also get all the footage. And you could tell the footage that was put back in because it's all grainy. So, which is, I don't mind, because then you just know. And it is a lot gorier. This, it was a mean R-rated movie before, but this is like a really mean and nasty unrated version of the film. This is, I think, one of the meanest and slasher films that are out there, especially from about between like 1978, I would say, to about 84. This is one of the meanest ones. Even the cut version is pretty mean. So what are your thoughts on the version that you watched?
This is the theatrical cut. This is not the unrated cut that you were talking about. I will say I kind of wished I would have been able to see the version with the gore added back in, because I mean, it does the job. It's still a great film, even though it's cut like terribly. But I really kind of wish we would have seen a little more of the kills. It kind of felt like a lot of it was done off screen, and then when you came back and seen it, some of it you really didn't even see the aftermath either. Like there was the one scene where he throws the girl on like the shower head, and all you see it blurred, like, and with the water coming out of her mouth. I'm assuming in the uncut version, you actually see the thing going through her head and everything.
Oh yeah. It's much more. Everything is much more violent. So let's see here. I'm still getting used to some of this stuff on here. I can try to share screen, and let's look at. Okay, so these are the deaths. So to let people know, so basically the idea is that a Harry Warden, he's a miner. There's an accident. The two people that basically like run the mine, they left for a party. They didn't check things, and there's an explosion. And Harry is caught in there. He's the only survivor. He's basically like become a cannibal. And then years later, I think it's 20 years later, the town is gonna have a Valentine's Day party, which they've not had since Henry Warden was around and committed a whole bunch of murders. And now the murders are happening again. And they don't know if it's Harry Warden because he was put into an asylum. They don't know if he's back or if it's a copycat or whatever it is. So the miner running around killing people could be Harry Warden or not.
Or it could be somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he looks great because it's all authentic miner gear.
Yeah.
So everything in the movie is authentic, which is great because it's back during
Yeah.
the day when things can be, when they were authentic.
Mhm.
So this is from it says list of death wikis. Oh, fandom is where this is from.
Mhm.
And so it's got both movies. So victims of the 1981 version. Every single thing in here, I am going to assume is longer with the uncut version. So
Okay.
unnamed woman impaled through back and chest. So this is by Axel Palmer, who we find out is the killer. That
Yeah.
he saw his dad killed by Harry Warden. It traumatized him, and now that the whole town is decked up, it's kind of like the town in Jaws, where everybody's celebrating and they can't
Yeah.
wait for this. And now he's, all these memories come back, and he's out there as the miner,
Mhm.
killing everybody. So it is him at the very beginning of the movie that kills the girl with the pickaxe through her chest. She has a heart that's on like a tattoo heart, and the pickaxe goes through it, and she's on the wall.
Yeah.
So the pickaxe, yeah, there's a lot more of it going through her chest.
Okay.
You really see it. Then there are 4 unnamed miners eaten alive by Harry Warden off screen. So then that cuts to the past, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Harry's insane. He screams, because he's gone insane now.
Mhm.
Do I have, let me see here. Because we can flip back and forth to that. So let me see if I got actually I don't have that, but okay. Oops. Okay. So, and I won't go through everything at this moment. So then Mr. Palmer stabbed in the chest with a pickaxe and heart ripped out by Harry Warden. So that's also in the flashback.
Mhm.
And then unnamed mine supervisor, heart ripped out by Harry Warden off screen. It's mentioned.
Yeah.
So Mr. Palmer, that's where Axel sees, he's under the bed and he sees Harry
Mhm.
kill his dad. And then this is the other guy because they went to a Valentine's Day party and completely draining the lines, I think it's what they called it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to stop it there for right now.
Okay.
And I am going to bring up. So I want to talk to you about a few things in this story.
Mhm.
Our main characters. So we have this guy here.
Mhm.
This is Tom,
TJ.
or they're known as TJ.
TJ. Yeah.
What did you think of him? So he leaves town.
Yeah.
He disappears for a few years. Nobody knows where he is. They may even think he's dead. He has failed in the town that he goes to.
Mhm.
His dad owns the mine, and now he's back. And
Yeah.
Axel is now dating his girl.
Yeah.
Not the actor, but what do you think of his character? Did you like him? Did you not like him?
At first, I was kind of like, he's just being a spoiled little brat, the entire time, because he's like, all kind of peed off because she decided to go with, I guess, I'm not sure if they were best friends at one point or not. I don't think they say anything about that, but, and I was kind of like, okay, you're just being a crybaby, what. Just move on at this point.
Right.
But later on in the film, I did kind of like start to sympathize with them a little bit. It's like, okay, maybe he's not as bad as, then he explained like what he went through and all that, and then it's like, I've seen character growth with him, so I thought his character was like kind of like you dislike him at first, and then he kind of grows on you throughout the film.
Okay. My take on him is I do agree with you that he's a cruddy, whining baby.
Mhm.
He failed, and then he came back.
Yeah.
I don't really understand that. I don't get it. You're leaving this little town, you go to another town or city, you find a job, you
Mhm.
get a place to live, and he doesn't really seem to have, at least he doesn't mention any aspirations or goals. It sounds like
Mhm.
it's just to work and live. What is there to fail at? I don't get it.
I
When I was
mean, maybe he was trying to, I don't know, maybe start his own business or something. You
none of that
know,
stuff's mentioned. He just says that
he
he
does.
failed.
Yeah, exactly. None of it's mentioned. I guess it's up to our interpretation at that point to like, okay, what was he going for? It was, you know, you know. And throughout, like, I'll talk a little more when we talk about the next character. Um.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So I mean, when I lived in California, I went from LA to San Francisco a few
Mhm.
times. None of it was failing. It was um I lived 5 years in LA. I'm
Mhm.
now gonna go back up. My grandparents are getting really old. I want to spend time with them. I miss my mom.
Mhm.
And then, go back down to LA for a few years. I'm told my grandfather is not doing well. I move back up. And then I
Mhm.
move back down. No failing at all. Because you find jobs,
Mhm.
and you can live with your parents or you can get your own place.
Mhm.
So now his old friend, because they talk in kind of this junkyard. It's with Axel and the other friends that they used to tear the town up. And so with Axel, which I have right here. So that's Axel.
Yeah.
And for that what we've already talked about is he ends up being the killer, so he
Yeah.
takes over for Harry Warden.
Mhm.
Now, what do you think about him? All these guys work at the mine.
Yeah.
The girlfriends, we don't know what they do, but
Yeah.
they come to the mine to visit the boyfriends. They Except for the conflict between TJ and Axel, there seems to be no dislike
Yeah.
between any of them. They all seem to get along. They all
Mhm.
party. They're all a bunch of goofballs. They like to drink. They like to hang out. The
Mhm.
girlfriends seem really cool. But there is this conflict between TJ and Axel. So, what is your
Yeah.
take on him?
I mean, I can kind of see why the conflict started. I mean, her, his girlfriend did end up going with him because he left. And really, do you blame her? I mean, if you don't know your ex boyfriend's gonna come back, would you, or boyfriend or whatever he was? I don't know if they broke up before or not, but would you stay with that person? Would you wait for that person, or would you move on?
Move on.
Exactly. That's what most people would do. So he comes back, and I guess there's like uh I guess beef between the two because of her. So but the one thing I do like about these two is throughout the entire film until the very end when it's revealed that it's him as the miner, it could go either way. Like there's a lot because I was thinking about this and I'm like, the entire time it was like, is it TJ or is it Axel? You don't really know until it's revealed at the very end who it really is.
Right. And of course the murders just happen to start up when TJ comes back into town.
Hmm.
And so it's like, okay, is it him? When I was a kid and I watched this, in the mines at the end, TJ is with a couple of the girls. Axel says, I'm going to go this way and I'm going to go do something to try to get us out. And then you hear kind of like a oomph and then water. And when they go back to see what that was, like a little barricade thing is broken, and you're seeing the hat with the light on it sinking, and they're like, oh no, Axel's dead. Harry got him. When I was a kid, I had no idea about that. But of course, you know, as an adult and watching so many horror movies, and especially slasher films where one of our main characters is the killer, I went, oh, duh. That's, Axel's the killer because he dies off screen.
Yeah.
That is instantly the killer. And so, but my take on...
If you don't see a body, that doesn't mean they're dead.
Exactly. And my take on Axel is, one, I like his name. I like the name Axel. I think it's a pretty cool name. He is incredibly insecure that he has to constantly be touching Sarah. He has to be commenting to her. I think he's actually a better looking guy than TJ. He seems to stick with her. He didn't leave like this other guy did. He has the same job. They made the same amount of money. So it's not like she went with Axel because he owns part of the town or something. You know, instead, TJ's dad owns the mine, so he might have more money. But I just thought that he was incredibly insecure, and I don't think that he should have been, because TJ is a dud. What does she see in him? He's like a just a 2x4. You know, I'm not seeing it, and I think Axel seems to have a lot more personality and stuff than TJ. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he, you know, I mean, like I said, you know, anyone that leaves, you know, you can't expect your girlfriend or boyfriend to stay, wait for you, if that's the right phrase. You know, anyone's gonna move on if they're like, well, is he coming back? Is he not coming back? So I mean, I kind of don't. I kind of look at it as like, hey, he's picking up the slack where he left. So in reality, I feel like he's more loyal than TJ was. So
yeah, because he didn't even tell her, you know, that he was going to be leaving. So, and then Sarah. So that's Sarah. Just going off pure looks alone, do you think she is worth fighting for if you were one of these two guys?
Just on looks alone?
Yeah.
Not really.
No, I agree. I think
mean, she's not ugly. She's not.
Oh no. She's a beautiful woman. She's nice, but it's just I'm not seeing, even in the movie, I'm not seeing anything really special about her.
She's kind of how do I say this without sounding offensive? She's she's kind of stuck up, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like it's kind of almost like she'll just go to whoever is willing to fight for her. And even at one point, she's like, when during the party, when they're both about ready to start fist fighting over, she's like, "Don't I have a say in this? You know, I deserve to, you know, I'm tired of both of you at this point." And I'm like, dang. Like, wouldn't have been like, "Hey, TJ, enough. You left. I'm his girlfriend now. Let it go," and then go off with him.
Yeah, you don't really get a lot of information on her at all.
No.
And I mean, to be honest, I think her friend, let's see, do I have a better one of her than of her friend about to die? Nope. So we're just going to friend when her friend's all full of blood. So this is them. This is them when they're in the mines near the end of the film. I think her friend in the red dress is much better looking, you know, and she seems to be a lot more fun too. So it's I mean,
Because
she's
when her boyfriend dies, she's more emotional about it. She's like, I can't leave him, I can't leave him. You know, that is, you know, showing that she actually cared about, I forget what her boyfriend's name was, the one with the mustache.
Hollis.
What is it?
Hollis.
Okay, okay. But you know, again, there it was her relationship with him was a lot more believable than TJ and Alex's love interest.
Yeah, so this is her here. This is before they have the party at the mine. Hollis is my favorite character in the movie.
Yeah.
I love that he's just this like tall, big guy, and he gets this really cute, kind of like tiny girl. And I think that's what I liked about a lot of the characters in this is they didn't exactly match, but they looked good together, and I dug that. I thought that was cool, and I really liked it, and I was bummed when he died. So, which sadly, it's okay. This is going to sound bad, maybe. So in the movie, he dies from getting a nail gun, the nails in the head. In real life, he died of brain cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, like 2009, I think it was, somewhere in there. Because I looked him up, I'm like, oh, what else has he done? And it's just like, oh, he died. Shit, that sucks. But it's weird that he died from a brain injury in the movie and then died in real life of a brain injury. So, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, especially, I mean, I really do think they put the most work into his character. So, back to, I mean, he kidnaps her basically from work, drives her out to this place, and is confessing this whole thing, you know, his love for her and why he left, and he starts to cry because he failed. Nice to be a man, dude. And and she's just kind of listening to it, and I don't know. Did they deserve to be together? Should she have stuck with him? I mean,
again, you know, I don't know, man. It's basically like this, you know. If you want someone to stick with you, you're gonna have there has to be communication. I mean, you know, you can't expect someone to stay with you if you don't communicate with them. You know, why didn't he just say like, "Hey, hey, I'm leaving. Come with me. Come with me. You know, we'll go build a life together." You know what I mean? Or not just, I'm just gonna run away, and then when I come back, you know, expect you to be there.
Okay, so
no,
you
don't work
think,
that way.
from what you've said before, that they should, because he left, they should be together.
I mean,
I think they look good together. I do say that I like Hollis, the big guy with the like the tiny girl. They're opposites, but I also think, so it's a little hypocritical, I do think couples should kind of match, like they look good together. I think they look good together because it's their blonde, but I don't think she matches with TJ. I think she matches with Axel.
Yeah. I mean, without the knowledge that he is the killer, yeah, they definitely deserve to be together. But with the knowledge of him being the killer at the end, I kind of won't blame her if she goes back with TJ at this point.
Okay, all right. So kind of the Monday night, was it Monday night quarterback? God, man, we're both coughing.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get into Henry Warden, and the killing spree is now starting. So this is him. Like I've said before, this is all authentic.
Yeah.
And which is great. What did you think of the whole miner outfit? Did you think that this worked as a
I
slasher?
I thought it was very unique, man. I mean, it definitely it fits the theme. It fits the mining town. I mean, having a miner that's a killer, I think is brilliant for this film. I mean, it's definitely again, it fits the it. I love how it's like very great. Like even in that shot, you know, you're seeing the mist in the background. It's very mysterious. You don't know who he is because you can't see his face. I mean, obviously, almost every slasher film you can't really see their face. So,
Yeah, until
but
the
it's
very end. Yeah.
but this is like it could be anybody. You know, it's not just like, oh, you know, Jason, you know it's Jason. Freddy Krueger, you know it's Freddy Krueger. Michael Myers, you know it's Michael Myers. This is like, could it be TJ? Could it be Axel? Could it be somebody we know we've seen in the film? Could it be one of the other friends? We don't know. So it kind of keeps you guessing throughout the entire film until the very end when it's revealed.
Well, and that's in the documentary. They do mention that that's why they think the Henry Warden never caught on as a franchise, because this
Hmm.
was meant to be a franchise.
No,
And they're saying because he's a guy, Axel's a guy.
yeah,
He's not Freddy Krueger who comes in your dreams. He's not some zombie, you know, like Jason.
yeah,
He's a guy.
yeah,
And at the end of the movie, he does lose an arm, which
hmm,
is in an alternate ending is you see him cutting his arm off once all of
oh,
the mine falls on top of him and
yeah,
Sarah sees his arm and it's kind of moving.
hmm,
He takes out a knife and it's the deleted footage and he cuts his arm off. And so that's why when she pulls it out, it's just an arm. And that's when he gets up and he runs down the mine and he's yelling, you know, Sarah, be my bloody Valentine and all that.
yeah.
But so now what do you do? I mean, he's missing an arm. I don't know, especially for 1981. I don't know if they could really think of what to do, but maybe you pointed out to me in 2023, there is a fan film sequel
Hmm.
which we'll talk a little bit about later, but it's called Valentine Bluffs.
Yeah.
So maybe that will explain, you know, what happened. But
Possible.
what about the gore that, oh, well, actually, let's look at it. I saw this and somebody compared My Bloody Valentine to The Prowler. So
Okay.
they're not both minors. This is more of the Prowler is more of an army thing.
Mhm.
But I found the two pictures together and I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. Somebody's, you know, kind of putting them together. It's the same type of art in a way.
Mhm.
I think that I like The Prowler. I don't know if you've seen it. It's Tom
I've never seen the
Savini.
Prowler, so I can't comment on the Prowler.
Yeah, it's really good. So
Okay.
it's
I'll definitely have to check it out.
yeah, it's a great film. So
Okay.
but God, it's dry. Maybe that's it. It's all dry. There are, you know, there's some. So here's the girl at the very top. That's her getting the pickaxe through her breasts.
Hmm.
Then we have Mabel, who's down at the bottom. She gets, you know, she gets killed, falls out of a dryer,
Yeah.
and then the girl that he's holding up, she's the one that goes on to like the shower head
Yeah.
that's sticking out.
Hmm.
So did you like those scenes?
Like I said, most of them were kind of cut away. Now, the dryer scene, you did see? I don't know if that's extended or not.
It's extended, yeah.
Okay, so the only part that the theatrical version sees is when they open it and you see the burnt corpse kind of like fall out. That's like the only thing you really see. So that's kind of like the bloodiest part of the whole movie, of the theatrical cut. So I definitely would love to see the extended cut to see what I was missing. I'm sorry, wrong one. This one.
Okay, so yeah, so Mabel Osborne or Mabel Oz Boom. Boomy, I don't know, whatever the
Yeah.
last name is,
Mhm.
stabbed in the chest by Axel Palmer with a pickaxe. Okay, so that's what we, and then, but she's in, okay. Oh, Happy. We could show Happy. So in the remake, they don't have one of these guys. They don't have the guy from like Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
who says, you're all doomed, you're all gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
This has him. That's him. He's
Mhm.
the guy giving the warning.
Yeah.
He's telling them, don't mess around, you
Don't
young
have the
people.
party.
Yeah,
Don't have the
listen
party.
to,
Harry Warden's gonna kill you.
yeah. And he sets up this, it's so he knows where they're gonna go. And so he sets up a dummy Harry Warden where
Mhm.
if you open the door, the pickaxe comes up.
Yeah.
And he opens the door 3 or 4 times, and then he hears a noise inside. And when he opens, it's Harry is there, or Axel is there.
Yeah.
And this is also extended. Is you in the theatrical version, the pick goes up, and he shakes and falls, and then Axel drags him with the pickaxe along the ground.
Yeah. Mhm.
In the uncut version, you see the pickaxe go up through his eye,
Yeah.
and he's shaking, and blood is coming out,
Yeah.
and he falls, and then you see the pickaxe like in his head. From what
Yeah.
they said on the behind the scenes, so the head obviously would be fake,
Mhm.
but they're dragging a dummy, and it's a real pickaxe.
Mhm.
So it adds weight, which is nice.
Yeah.
But nobody listens to Happy, and I guess that he wasn't too happy about stuff, because he does die,
Yeah.
and it's very, there he is talking to TJ.
Mhm.
TJ's like, you're old, dude, you're a boomer, you're out of it, boomer, get a life, go, why don't you go listen to your 8-track tapes, type of thing. And
Yeah.
he's just like, look, dude, and he's the one who gives us the flashbacks, basically.
Yeah.
Because he was there. He remembers when this happened. These
Mhm.
guys are way too young. They don't remember it. So, and they're just like, whatever, man. None of
I
this shit
gotta
matters.
go. It's 20 years ago. It ain't gonna happen again.
Yeah, would you? I mean, if you were younger, their age, and this old guy was telling you this story, saying, "Do not do this," would you listen?
Probably not. I mean, would you have? If I was in, I would probably been like, oh, well, we're gonna go get drunk. We're gonna go party. We're gonna go have fun. Forget this old dude. This old dude doesn't know what he's talking about. This, like, Harry Warden's in a mental institution. We're fine.
He's okay. It don't matter. It don't matter. And of course, these are the people that he's talking to. These people here, so
Mhm.
they're laughing at him. There's the I don't know. I guess it's a bar that they go
Yeah.
to after work. Those are all the girlfriends and the minors. I like that each character has kind of like his own personality.
Yeah.
Like there's Hollis, and then you got the
Mhm.
guy with the trucker cap right next to him, who's the practical joker.
Yeah.
And he likes the blonde next to him, but she's not really into him, but kind of into
Yeah.
him at the same time.
Yeah.
The guy that has like the cap on, where his mouth is kind of open right here on the edge.
Yeah. Mhm.
He just looks like stupid but nice, kind of like
Yeah.
a big dumb nice guy. And then
Mhm.
that's his girlfriend sitting next to him.
Yeah.
But everybody seems to like each other. Everybody has a good time. But
Mhm.
man, they're not going to listen to some old dude behind the counter. No
No.
way, not at all.
No.
So
The only thing they're only worried about is go drinking and have a good time. That's all they care about.
that's
They
yeah,
just want to have a party, man.
they
They
just want
just
to
want to have a
party.
party.
So, which then brings us back to this. Okay, so Mabel, who runs a dry cleaning or a laundromat, so
Mhm.
she is stabbed in the chest by Axel or Harry with the pickaxe. Okay,
Mhm.
then Happy is stabbed under the chin and out of the eye by Axel with a
Mhm.
pickaxe.
Mhm.
So that's when he's setting up that dummy. Then now we're kind of right there where this is where I have a little bit of issues with this.
Mhm.
If I were to give this a 1 out of 5, pretty much it would be a 5. I think this is pretty much, especially this uncut version, is pretty
Mhm.
much a perfect slasher film.
Yeah.
But, and I was watching it this time, knowing that Axel is the killer. What does he do? Because he has to have time to go to where he's hiding the costume, get undressed, put on the entire mining outfit, find the person, kill them, go back, take off the costume, put on his regular clothes, hide the costume, and then go back. So I believe that the picture that I showed with Axel with the 6-pack is when he comes back and Sarah and TJ are talking and they kind of get into like a little issue. That's where she
Mhm.
yells at them. And then he's like, fine, fine. And then he leaves.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe he's acting, maybe he's not.
Yeah.
Like he's acting like a baby, but he's
Mhm.
really not. So that way he can leave and put on the costume.
Yeah.
Because then right after that is Dave gets head boiled in pot of boiling water, heart
Mhm.
ripped out by Axel.
Yeah.
So and then they later, a couple of the girls that are cooking hot dogs find the heart,
Yeah.
and everybody thinks it's our practical Joker.
Mhm.
Then so Sylvia lifted and impaled through back of head on a water pipe by
Mhm.
Axel. So that's her boyfriend leaves to go get beer,
Mhm.
and she's dead. So with this, I'm going to show it this way because I find this funny. So there's the girl. So above, that's the same girl. That's the big, dumb, lovable boyfriend.
Mhm.
I love in this scene, and I rewound it and watched it again. When all the guys enter this kind of miner's bar, he
Mhm.
goes straight to her, grabs her by the head, lifts her to his height, kisses her,
Mhm.
and then drops her.
Yeah.
And there's obviously that's him doing it. Like there's no
Mhm.
pulleys, there's no cables. He's that big and strong in real
Mhm.
life probably that he could just walk up to her, who's this tiny girl, and pick her up, kiss her, and put her down. To me,
Mhm.
that says a lot about his character. That
Yeah.
right there, even though he's the big dumb, guy, that this is who he is.
Mhm.
And then when he leaves to go get the beer, that's when Harry or Axel puts his girlfriend on to the water pipe, like the shower
Yeah.
pipe. And so I just like, did you notice that when he goes in that he grabs her by the head and just lifts her up?
I mean, I'd seen it, but I didn't really put two and two together. I mean, I not until you just pointed it out, and so I mean, maybe it's the same person doing the scene. Maybe. Do
Oh,
you
no, no,
think
no.
that's
I'm
him?
just saying, did you just see him lift her up? Like it's cute. It's nice.
I
It's kind of
yeah
funny.
yeah okay
Yeah,
yeah
not that the
I
two are related. The pictures are only together because she gets lifted up and
yeah
put on the thing.
okay
But yeah, I just thought that was a nice moment between them.
okay okay
And then with I got to do there we go. So then okay, so she's lifted, then Mike he is along with her. Okay. So then we have this couple who left the party downstairs that's going into the mine. So Mike and Harriet, so they're going to go off and have sex or whatever, and of course we know what happens to people who do that. So impaled through the abdomen by Axel with an Uger drill, along with Harriet off screen, but their bodies are shown. And then they point, let's see, so then they say here, okay, they repeat it. Yeah, for some reason, okay. Oh, I guess they just want to point out that Mike was this, Harriet was this. Okay, so impaled through abdomen by Axel, okay, with the drill, with Mike off screen, body shown. Okay, so then they're dead. So then we come up to Hollis, which I really thought sucked. And so let's get a little bit more into so let's see. We looked at that one. Let's look at this one. So he's got some more shots from the movie here, a couple posters. Got the friends, we got the hand on the heart, like the bloody heart. And then with so then Harry or Axel is wandering around, he's killing people. Still a good looking picture with him. And oh, I think this might be the shot where this is where Axel sees him. So this is Harry, I believe. Because I think this is Axel's house when he pulls out the dad's heart and Axel's seeing him underneath the bed. So that's nice and gory. What am I trying to find? Yeah, then here's a close-up of her getting her head. So yeah, that's pretty much what you saw. Was this? What I saw was her head going all the way back.
Yeah. That's where they kind of cut it off in the theatrical cut.
Well, who knows? Maybe at some point we can revisit this when you if you get it and watch it. Kind of get
we can do that.
Yeah, your views on it. And then here's the guy who gets his face burned in the like the hot dog thing.
Yeah.
Would you still eat out of that? Would you still take a hot dog out of that if you knew that his face was all burnt off?
Oh, no.
You wouldn't eat that?
Heck no.
I mean, the hot dog still might be good. Okay.
I mean, they probably didn't know anything about it, but they didn't know that the hot dogs have been,
they didn't.
Tampered with.
So then Hollis, down in the mine, he gets shot in the side of the head and forehead by Axel with a nail gun, which really sucked. I was unhappy about that. And then Howard, who's our practical Joker. So there is more stuff with Hollis. He's basically suffering more than what you would have seen. Howard is the one that made me laugh because he's hanged by Axel with a rope off screen, body shown. Kind of. You have basically, it's Axel, TJ, Sarah, and then the girl that I like, Hollis's girlfriend in the red dress. They're going up this ladder, and then his body falls, and Howard's body falls. So in the version you saw, his body just like it comes down, and it drops to the ground. In my version, his head rips off.
Oh.
So it hits and then breaks free, and his head goes one way and the body just drops to the ground. So when you see them crawling back down, and TJ's like, don't look at that, watch that, don't look at that, you could see that his head is missing.
Yeah.
But we never saw it come off. Maybe you figure because of how hard with the rope that it stopped, that it pulled his head off. But you never saw that.
Yeah.
And then Patty, oh yeah, Patty's the one that I like. Stabbed in the stomach by Axel with pickaxe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting that they don't continue. So then after that, we find out that it's Axel. We have another flashback. Axel and TJ fight. The mine falls in. That's when Axel gets covered in the rocks and stuff, cuts his arm off, and runs out. And I guess Sarah and I guess TJ got what he wanted. They're probably together.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. There you go.
And there's, so I guess, a happy ending.
I guess. I mean, technically no, because the Axel's still alive as far as we know. He runs away. I mean, even though he's missing an arm, but
he's still out there somewhere.
He's still out there somewhere, so there's a chance. I think maybe they were leaving it open for maybe a sequel, and it didn't.
Just never happened. So
it just never happened. So,
well, other stuff that happened with this is there is a video game.
What is it?
A video game? Yeah.
Okay.
At least I think that's a video game. Just like the movie, My Bloody Valentine, the game. Oh, so I don't know if it's a video game or not.
Okay.
But
might be.
But there is a game out there of it.
Okay.
And there is also there's like a figure that you can get. So that's the box, and then you open up the box and you get, I guess, Harry, or I guess this would probably be more of Axel. But he's all got this, he's got the miner gear, he's got the pickaxe, the knife, and I think that's the nail gun. And then you get the candy, the heart-shaped candy box with a heart inside of it. Would you buy that? Would you own that?
I would. Yeah, I'd buy that, definitely.
Yeah, that's cool looking. And what about the game? Not really knowing what the game is, but if it is a video game or even a board game, would you play that?
I'd check it out. I mean, I'd have to, if I ever found it at a Goodwill or something. Yeah, I'd pick it up.
Okay, all right. So, any final thoughts or anything on the first film?
Be mine forever. I enjoyed this movie.
That's our segue picture.
What's that?
That's our segue picture.
Oh, okay. I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was great. You want to give a rating on this?
I would, except for, I don't think I finished, except for that it's hard to believe that Axel would be able to do everything. Like in the remake of Friday the 13th, it explains how Jason gets from here to there, and that's because he has tunnels underground. So he disappears, goes through the tunnel, and pops up. So it looks like he's disappearing and reappearing. I don't know. I think it's even more unbelievable in the remake. But minus that, I give this a 5. I really do.
I mean, I would definitely. As far as slashers go, I think I would give it. I would give it a 4.5, leaning towards a 5, for sure.
Okay. All right.
I'm going by the theatrical cut. I think if I seen the director's cut or the uncut version, I may lean more towards a 5 there because some of the kills were, again, I didn't realize it was that bad until you said it was there's a lot of scenes that were extended, and I'm like, unfortunately, I was gonna get the uncut version, but just wasn't in the budget. So
That's okay. We could probably revisit this at some time. I mean, we re-looked at the Rocky 4 director's cut, that one. So
yeah.
we could look at this one at some point if you get it. So
Okay.
so My Bloody Valentine came out in 1981.
Yeah.
And it's so they're going off of USA. So well, USA and Canada. So the budget for the film Canadian was 2.3 million. And its box office US was 5.7 million.
Yeah.
The John Dunning is basically, and Andrew Link, I think, are probably the main guys with the producers of getting these films made, because they also did like Happy Birthday to Me. I believe they also did April Fool's Day. So they were just going through the calendar. And let's see. Okay, so reviews were mixed, with some critics singling out the mind setting and cinematography, and others criticizing its violence and similarities to other slasher films of the period. Yeah, and it was the MPAA who said you got to cut this down to an R. So which really sucks. So with that being said, excuse me, let us then move on to the remake. These things change when I go from thing to thing here. It's not how I originally set it up. So many years later, 2009, we have My Bloody Valentine 3D. And
I also have the Walmart exclusive. I don't know if it was exclusive or not, but slipcover.
Is it 3D, 2D, all that stuff?
This is just the regular 2D version. This isn't 3D, unfortunately. This is the artwork.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, mine is. Yeah, I have a slipcover. And so we can see what we're looking at here. There we go. So mine's like this, and it's got the 3D kind of cover to it. Where am I looking here? Like that.
And I do want to point something out here that they messed up on the remake on the back here. Well, with the original, there's the screenshots here from the movie. There's the guy in the freezer, the girl at the beginning. I don't know if you can see it that well. And then the girl getting impaled on the water thing.
Okay.
The remake has the guy in the store, but still has the one from the original movies.
Oh, wait, so and it's got the girl on top from the first movie.
Yeah,
isn't that?
So I was like, so they got this picture right, but they messed up on these two.
Wait a minute. I was
like,
wait a minute. Hold on. I don't even have those photos. I just have him standing in the.
That's what I have to.
Okay, so whoever did the slipcover.
Whoever did the slipcover screwed up there.
Well, in
I thought that was hilarious.
But that picture on the front,
they got this right. They got this right here, but these are from the original. So this is the only picture they got right.
But isn't that picture on the front? Isn't that just that?
No, this is the original. This is the remake. They are two different pictures.
No, but look at the original, the R-rated original one with the minor. Now look at your remake with the minor. Aren't they the same?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think they just took the. I just think they took the original minor and then put it onto the remake, right on the front.
Pretty much. But they kind of did it with this one as well, because they have like the minor in the spotlight there. This is the original
picture. You know, I own because we were talking about the James Bond stuff before we did this. There's a movie that Roger Moore. So this is a little off topic, but unofficially they say that The Rock is James Bond, is Sean Connery's final James Bond movie. They just can't call him James Bond. So Roger Moore did a movie called Folks with Anthony Perkins, takes place on an oil rig. You know, he's holding it hostage, and Folks, the British, you know, spy, has to get on there and stop him.
Yeah.
They say that's his last Bond movie, unofficially. The cover on it shows Anthony Perkins and Pierce Brosnan. Like, it's not Roger Moore. And that makes it's like,
so they messed up.
Yeah. And I have a feeling with stuff like this is that you get people who have no idea what they're doing. Like, they don't know movies at all.
Yeah.
But their job is to create these. And they just type in James Bond. Oh, I know that guy. That's James Bond. That's Pierce Brosnan. I'm just
even though it's Roger Moore. This is Pierce Brosnan.
So they're going to do the same thing with My Bloody Valentine. They're going to, okay, My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll just, oh, look, well, there's a cool picture of the miner holding an axe. We'll just put that on the remake. You know, we'll just, you know, they don't give a shit. Oh, look, here's some bloody pictures of a woman being put onto a shower head. Oh, we'll just put that onto the box of the remake. Yeah. No, it's like,
take scenes from the movie and put it on the back, at least. I don't know. I just thought that was pretty funny. That
it is. It's funny and
again,
at the same time.
I don't think this is the studio itself. I think this is like people at Walmart making stuff like this, because you know, when you look, like, oh man, do I have anything else? Like, a lot of them are very simplistic. Like, I have a Conan, like, with like, it's just basically just yellow with Arnold Schwarzenegger on it. So I mean,
they're so.
Oh, let me grab it. Like this right here. Like, it's very generic.
Yeah, that's actually a picture, I think, from Destroyer.
Yeah, it probably is. But then that's the original artwork, which I would have worked a lot better right here, but whatever.
Yeah,
anyway.
They just find a picture of Conan, and they're like, okay, that's Schwarzenegger as Conan. We'll just throw it on the front of the box and just leave a lot of empty space.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they were doing here. But then again, like I said, I bought these around Valentine's Day when they were doing their Valentine's Day style slipcovers. And it just so happened they had both of them, and I was like, well, you know what? I'll grab them.
Sure. I mean, it's still the movie. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So we're going to do the remake in the same way that that we did the first one. So I have to ask you then. So this is our new Tom, but they never call him TJ, do they? They just call him Tom. No. So that's our new Tom. This is one of the guys from Supernatural. I know Jonathan Moody loves Supernatural. I don't like this guy. He may be a very nice person in real life. I think he looks dumb all the time. Now I'm talking about the actor, that he just looks dumb. Like there's just nothing up there. I don't even think he's that great of an actor, but no. And Jonathan might disagree with me, but this is another one of those cases where he leaves and comes back 10 years later, but that's because he was the problem. So unlike the first film where TJ just leaves, maybe just wants to get out of a small town, do something different, We had the murders. Let me get out of here. He does not do the lines.
Yeah.
And Harry is there with him. And Tom is like, well, I know what I'm doing, Harry. And he apparently doesn't, because the mine, it all blew up. And he's to blame. His dad owns the mine. He leaves because there were the murders. And something I did like a little bit better in this one is they rescue Harry. They bring him to the hospital. He gets out and just murders everybody in the hospital.
Yeah.
For a normal guy, that's a pretty good. And then our two guys, so I guess maybe one is the mayor and then Tom Atkins is the sheriff. They shoot him and kill him, and then they get rid of the body without people knowing about it. And so 10 years later, Tom comes back because his dad owns the mine and he's going to sell the mine, and everybody in the town is really pissed off at him. But once again, whiner, baby, it's I don't want the mine, even though it's going to fuck up everybody's life in town. No, it's me. It's about me. I can't handle this.
Yeah.
And nobody likes him. So once again, and because of the actor, I like Tom least. I like him less than the original guy. So what is your take on him?
I mean, pretty much the same. I mean, he's like he kind of reminds me of like a rich, spoiled brat. You know what I mean? He kind of feels like, oh, Daddy owns a mine. Daddy died, and now I'm in control of this, so I'm gonna sell it and make more money. And I don't know.
Yeah, and I know this is a still. I mean, it's taken from the film, but he just looks dumb. Just his face is just dumb. I
was never. I'm not a fan of Supernatural. So as soon as I seen this movie, I'm like, oh, it's the dude from Supernatural.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Hey, if you like Supernatural, more power to you.
I thought the show lasted for like 2 seasons, 3.
It's like 15 or something.
Yeah, I was amazed. I'm like, what the hell? It's still going? Oh crap!
And they even did an anime. That's the only thing I've ever seen with the anime.
Who are we to say then? I mean, it's very popular. So yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I would like it. I don't know. I've only watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes and just didn't really get into it. But then we do have Axel, who does not work in the mines.
He's a police officer.
Yeah, I think he was just a party guy. And then, Harry kills all the people. He's in the group. Sarah's in the group. And years later, he becomes, a cop. Then, he's sheriff. Same type of thing. He's very insecure. Maybe that's why he became a cop. He's an okay looking guy. He's not bad looking. I probably think if you're going for pretty boy, Tom would probably be better. But he is married Sarah because Tom left. Once again, they thought maybe it could be dead. They have a kid. They live together. They have a life together. And he's so insecure with Tom coming back to town that he has to point out, I live with her. I have sex with her. I had a kid with her. The sex part is the one that got me. It was just like, oh, okay, you got to bring that up in his face. But once again, I don't think Tom really has any right to say anything. But Axel, we don't see him really before Tom shows up. So maybe he was a nicer guy, maybe a better cop. But what we see of him is very insecure. He doesn't seem to hold, like he's telling people to shut up all the time and what do you want to his deputies. What's your take on him?
He's kind of a douche. He's kind of a douche from the very get-go. I mean, even when they one of the news reporters interviews him about their I don't think they were doing anything about. They said, 10 years, 5 years later, something like that. They're like, "Are you concerned about Harry Warden coming back, and or anyone copying him or anything like that?" And he's like, "Oh, you guys are just doing like this was fake news before fake news was cool." So it's kind of like, I was like, "Yeah, that's something I didn't think I would hear anyone say." Like the media is gonna spin this in a negative way, and basically, he's cursing at him, and then the mayor's like, "Yeah, you really made us look like a bunch of redneck infidels," and he goes, "Dude, we are a bunch of redneck infidels."
Yeah,
So
he doesn't seem very happy with stuff. So
yeah, so but I don't know when it comes to the relationship between Tom and what's her name?
Sarah,
What's Sarah? The Sarah?
Sarah.
Okay.
Can you not hear me?
The one he's married to.
Sarah.
I'm not sure if I'm hearing the name right. Anyway,
Sarah. Like
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay.
SARAH. Sarah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm hearing that right because I'm having a little
Yeah,
trouble hearing.
they have the same names as the people in the first movie. They just do
Okay.
different things.
Okay. So, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like she's a little more worth fighting for this time than the remake, the original.
Well, it is Jamie King.
Yeah. So, and if I really had to go with anything, Axel's character this time definitely does not deserve her this time
No,
because he's
cheated
like,
on her.
being a cheating, what?
Yeah, because he cheated. I got a couple of shots of her too. So, but this girl is gorgeous, though. I mean, so's Jamie King. I mean, she's really hot too.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's I don't know. That's pretty. I don't know. But then Axel does the stupid thing, and he's nailing her, and then she goes, "You." That's when all of a sudden Harry Warden shows up. We take
Mhm.
care of that real fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I mean, she is a dumb person. She is
Mhm.
the way that she acts, the way that she talks, how she kind of acts around Sarah, because she obviously, Sarah, we find out later on that she knows that the affair is happening, that she's not dumb. But this
Mhm.
girl obviously knows it right up front. And for some reason they stupidly leave. They're in Axel's father's old house that's all run down.
Mhm.
Either tear it down or rebuild it and sell it or something. But
Yeah.
she gives him a one of those heart-shaped candy boxes, and she
Mhm.
leaves him a letter, "I love you, you're the greatest," all this type of stuff,
Yeah.
which Sarah finds later on.
Mhm.
um I don't know why they left it there. I don't know why Axel wouldn't take it and throw it away.
Or burn it or something, get rid
Burn
of
the
it. Like,
house
okay,
down.
hey, I don't want to. I would, if I was gonna cheat on somebody, I'd be like, yo, I'm not gonna leave any evidence, suggesting that, hey, I did something with somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't. I would probably just, once she said she was pregnant and they left, I would have drove back and just burnt the house down to the ground. Get rid of the
Yeah.
bad mojo. Just okay, we're getting rid of this. This
Mhm.
doesn't exist anymore. But I once again, I just don't. I don't see what it is in Sarah that these two guys are fighting for. I definitely don't see what she's fighting or what her decision is, because Tom doesn't seem to have anything or any sort of aspirations for the future. I mean, she is running a a store, like a grocery store that was left to her by her dad. Okay, there's money there. And then Axel's the sheriff. Well, there's money there. They have a house, they have a kid, a couple cars maybe, and the town knows them, so they're probably doing very well for where they're at. So why do you want to go back to Tom? I don't get it.
I'm again, they really don't say anything about him. Like he's kind of like I don't know, kind of mysterious a little bit. You know what I mean? He's kind of like he had that like the rich kid attitude. You know, like, oh, daddy owned a mine, so I have money or something.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
that's kind of how I perceived it. I mean, they really don't say anything. I mean, I'm assuming because he was gone for 10 years or whatever, how long it was. They really don't get into like, he left and he was a failure or anything like that. They really don't say anything like that. So it's kind of even more confusing than the original, because the original, he at least tells you, yeah, I tried to go off and do my own thing. I screwed up and I had to come back to my father with my tail between my legs and,
get my old job back and
try to make something of my life.
But that with the original, that just says loser to me. Like, why would she, except for that he's like a good-looking guy, he's kind of hunky. Why? What do you see in him? At least Axel has a job. And and this, with the picture that I put up, one, I like the shot. I like the light coming through the window. But if you notice, Axel's just looking at her ass. And she's just in her underwear and a top, and that's the candy that she leaves him with the note inside. And I mean, I guess if their marriage is on the rocks, then, or being very difficult or whatever it is, and she's young and available. But of course, the second that she brings up, I'm pregnant. Oh no, we found her dead. It must have been Harry Warden. So, that would be, and I'm only talking movie wise here. I'm not talking, like I would do that in real life. But it's she has plenty of opportunities just to get rid of her. And, and of course she gets her demise later on, where she gets killed in the alleyway, and it does say, be my Valentine forever, or whatever it says on the wall, and it's all bloody. So she does get killed. So now I have a question about Sarah. I question this shirt, and it's going to but it's the only one that I could find. Where is she? Okay. It's this here. At the beginning of the movie, and it's hard to tell here, they're at the party. They're enjoying themselves. Everybody is partying. Harry Warden, the Harry Warden, is running around killing everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't remember this being a style. So I love it when girls wear the white shirt, kind of like an undershirt, with a black bra. I love it. But I don't think it's done totally on purpose, maybe. Her shirt here is a very seeable shirt, and she has big breasts, and that black bra is just all over the place. And I don't know, man, if I were these young guys, even if I was Harry Warden, I would be looking right there. So did that distract you or anything? I mean, It did
Not
me.
really. I wasn't really paying attention to stuff like that.
Oh,
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not Mr. John up here that likes boobies.
I,
Or as OGP would say, you hate boobies, but
which is
I don't
because
agree. I
I
don't know about
like
that one.
movies. Yeah, no, not at all. I just found the costume, like the costumer on this, I think it's weird because there's no other character that dresses like this. She doesn't dress
Yeah,
like this again. And it's just, and I know they're out for a party, but it's kind of a weird choice. But I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't know. I'm not, I have no idea. So,
I mean, it's eye candy. I mean, later
yeah,
in the movie, she's wearing a what's it,
like a flannel
like a
through most of
yeah,
it.
a flannel plaid shirt, and he literally, when the pickaxe goes through, it literally catches her shirt, and
Yeah, pulls it. Yeah, I like that.
so any reason to show some cleavage or show some bra or whatever. I mean, I guess whatever.
Nope, no problem with that at all. So,
John Ward
and
approved.
it is John Ward approved. So then there's Harry. So that's not our killer. That's later on. This is in the flashback. So
Yeah,
that's right after Sarah runs out of the mine with
yeah.
her white shirt and black bra. And that I love. That's a great shot. This was
Hmm.
also, from what I understand, all shot in a real mine. So they kept
Yes.
up that tradition. Did
Hmm.
you go to the very end of the movie? Like, did you stay to the end of the credits?
I did not.
So at the end, during the credits, you're seeing that car that they take, that the miners have to take down. And then
Hmm.
right as the credits are kind of ending, you see Harry, I keep wanting to say Harry walk around a corner, and he's just kind of looking at the camera, and he does
Hmm.
one last 3D thing, and he takes the axe and basically breaks the camera lens, and the pick goes right into it.
Okay.
But it also tells us that he's still alive.
Yeah.
So we could do the sequel.
Okay.
I thought that he looked, I tried to find a photo with both of them together, with the miner from the first film and then the miner from the remake, but I couldn't find
Hmm.
anything of them together, and I was too
Yeah.
lazy to create one. So Harry's now running around. We also have in this, of course, the great Tom Atkins.
Yeah.
And so what did you think of him?
I mean, he's great in anything, really. I mean, as soon as you see him, you're like, yes. Even if I didn't know him by name personally, but every time I see him in a movie, it's like, yeah, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, I got to meet him last year at Creep IE, and OGP Philip took me there, and he was signing autographs, and he was signing an autograph for somebody that I was with, and
Hmm.
I said, you know what my favorite film is with you in it. He goes, what? And I said, well, Night of the Creeps. And he goes, oh, really? And I go, yeah, it's, as you know, it's, written and directed by Fred Decker. And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, I'm friends with his brother, Chris. And he goes, Fred has a brother? And I'm like, yeah, he's got a brother. And he's like, oh, he didn't even know he had a brother. And
Okay.
so he seemed to be kind of pepped up by knowing that somebody that he knows has a brother. So
Hmm.
that was kind of fun, just talking to him about that.
There you go.
But because he is one of the guys that killed our miner here,
Hmm.
he ain't gonna last very long, because who we think is Harry does that to him.
Hmm.
So that's pretty much what it looks like in the original movie when Happy gets it through his eye. Is the same
Yeah.
type of thing. It's up through the
Except
chin.
this one is through his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you sad when he died?
I mean, I thought it kind of sucked, but I kind of expected it.
And then, oh yeah, because he's one of the architects, so he's got to die. You also have the guy who's like the mayor, I think. He's a well-known actor too. This guy.
Yeah.
And that's Kevin T, maybe Tighe. T might be how you spell his name. He's famous. I mean, he's been in a ton of stuff, probably from like the 50s onward. So both him and Atkins are working together, and once again, being one of the the architects of this thing, he's also has to meet his demise, and that would be while Atkins got the pick through the chin here and out the mouth, he gets the pick in the eyeball.
Yeah.
So, and that was so we have our two older actors, so that's kind of sad, right? And you get, and then here's kind of like what I did with the first one. Here's some pictures that we have. Some of these we've already seen, but we got these. So that's some of the stuff that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
There were way too many photos to choose from, so I'm just kind of picking some. And then so this is Axel when they're in the alleyway when I believe, when Megan dies.
Yeah.
And she does get that, like I had mentioned, she gets this, basically.
Yeah.
Her heart gets ripped out, and then that's what's written on the wall. And so once they've, and I think once again this shows that, I don't know, maybe Axel is the better person because he's defending her. He's saying, stay behind me. Which, I think by the end of this, their marriage is saved because of all the crap that was going on, maybe. And so we got more. So there's more Harry Warden or whoever the killer is. We're going to find that out in a moment. And then, but I found it interesting to, oh, was this the first one? Oh, that's the original one, so I don't want that. I accidentally put that in there. Because I'm still in that folder. Okay, so I need to get out of that folder and go back into this one. Yeah, there's that. Oh, we just looked at that, didn't we? Man, I am messing up all around with this, aren't I? Donald, what am I doing? Am I on drugs?
I don't know, man. What are you doing?
I don't know. Okay, then there's some more pictures. So we got, the newspaper that was at the beginning of the movie. Here we got a heart that's in one of the candy boxes.
Yeah.
Todd Farmer, who's one of the co-writers of this, he plays a trucker who gets killed. This woman is full frontal nudity. Todd does show his butt. She does full frontal nudity. I thought she was gorgeous, and I give her props for going full frontal. So right below Todd Farmer, we see Tom looking at Harry, and this is where my problems begin. So it's, see, how can I, well, let me ask you first before I put up a picture. Were you surprised who the killer was?
No. They kind of okay. I'm not okay. We want to reveal who the killer is?
Yeah, I think that we're pretty much into it. Yeah.
Okay, pretty much the killer was Tom the entire time. And they kind of told us that from the very beginning. That is the only thing I will put a knock against this movie. The remake. In the original, you kind of like, okay, it could be Axel. It could be TJ. It could be somebody else. They kind of like go back and forth. because there's times where the killer strikes and TJ's nowhere to be found. Then there's other times where the killer strikes and Axel's nowhere to be found. This from the very beginning, when he's at the motel, he just, you know, when the trucker and the girl get killed at the motel, he just happens to be there at the motel.
Right.
When all these things happen, he's just, you know, he's strategically there close by. And it's kind of like, dude, you kind of, and then when you know, how they reveal is like, he's right behind you, he's right behind you. Look, there he is. There he is. And the killer's walking right towards him and he fades away. Like,
Yeah, I think with the first film is they have a hard time finding out what happened to Harry Warden. You know, and I like the woman that's at the asylum who can't really give them any information. She's like, look, it might be a microfilm. I don't know. I don't have anything here. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
And then, you know, but today it was very easy for them to, oh, Tom was in a psych ward.
Yeah.
He's been in there for 7 years. And he even at one point says to Sarah near the end, because she got into a fight with Harry, you know, with Harry, is he goes, did you see his face? Which was, I guess, him, you know, wanting to make sure that she can't put him and Harry together. I guess maybe on the second viewing, that's how you could look at it. But yeah, it doesn't work as well when it's, yeah, if he's at the motel and then people die at the motel, he's at the mine and people die at the mine.
And he's taking pills, so there's a clear indication that there's something wrong with him physically, like mentally at that point. So
Well,
it's kind of like it kind of tells you from the get-go that, and he's the owner of the mine.
Yeah, I mentioned this because Philip and I, we did a on Valentine's Day, we did a show where we talked about, you know, slasher films for Valentine's Day. And I said I think when they do these remakes and they want to do a twist, oh, it's not Axel, now it's Tom, you have to add in so much more story and so much more explanation to make it make sense. So that scene of him in that kind of that like cell type thing in the mine, and Harry's on the other side looking at him. Okay, so that's not Harry. That's him seeing. He's like being delusional, and Harry's like this ghost type of thing that's in his mind. So that means that Tom went and killed the guy named Red, then walked over, and we see it kind of in a flashback, is we see him get into that cell thing, and then he takes like a crowbar or whatever and messes up the door, and then everybody comes down and he's like, Harry,
but then how did he change? But then at that point he changed out of his clothes. What did he do with the clothes? He just like, throw them up somewhere in the rafters or something, you know? There's like no explanation.
No, because I don't think he was ever in the clothes. I don't think that he was the miner. I think he walked up to Red, and Red's like, what do you want? And he's just dressed normally. But he's seeing Harry all in the miner's outfit. But it doesn't make sense then for Tom to be in like the cell thing. He's watching Red get killed by Harry. But he's already locked himself in.
Yeah.
That's where I think these things are it's kind of like, and I mentioned this when we talked about M. Night, is like with The Sixth Sense, when the mom and Bruce Willis are sitting across from each other waiting for the son to come home. Like they're at his house. At no point did Bruce Willis be like, hey, why aren't you talking to me? Hey, I'm right here. Why aren't you talking to me? I'm talking to you about your son. Hey, how did she let him in? He's a ghost. He wouldn't make a sound. And if he did, she would just open and there'd be nobody there. So you have to do these little cheats to get the audience fooled. And then when you watch it that second time around, it's like, wait, this doesn't make a lot of sense. This doesn't. So you have to do all of this twisting and everything to have that happen, and it's complicated.
Yeah.
So now what does, okay, so let's see what this says for the new one. Let's see if they actually mention who kills the people. Okay, so 5 unarmed minors killed by Harry Warden with a pickaxe off screen. Okay. Unnamed man throat slit by Harry off screen, body seen. Unnamed woman heart ripped out by Harry. Oh, is this all the hospital stuff maybe? Unnamed man ripped in half. Yeah, so this is supposed to be the hospital stuff because there was a half man on one of the beds. Unnamed woman heart ripped out. 5 unnamed women hearts ripped out by Harry. Bodies seen, so off screen. Jason stabbed through the back of the eye by Harry with a pickaxe. So that's at the party.
Yeah.
So we're still in the past. 3 unnamed teenagers stabbed in the chest by Harry Warden with a pickaxe. Okay, also off screen. Michael stabbed through the cheeks by Harry with a pickaxe. Stabbed through the. Oh, okay, yeah. Because then right after that is this other girl, Brandy, shovel placed in her mouth and pushed, so she got decapitated. So that was the guy right before her. Then this says Harry Warden. You can't click on it, so I don't know why it's highlighted. Shot once through the back and repeatedly in the back by the sheriff and Ben Foley. It doesn't say like mayor or anything, so I don't know. With guns, and died of his injuries off screen, allegedly. Frank stabbed in the top of the head by Tom. So this tells you right there. So Frank is the truck driver. So that's Todd Farmer with a pickaxe. Then Celine stabbed under the chin. Oh, that's the motel owner, like the little person that's there. Stabbed under the chin through the top of the head by Tom with a pickaxe, causing her, this was such a complicated kill, causing her head to go into a light fixture and electrocute her. Because stabbing her under the chin just isn't enough. Irene stabbed in the stomach by Tom with a pickaxe and heart ripped out. Irene. Which one was Irene?
I think that's the hooker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one that's naked all the time. Okay. Red stabbed through the arm and stabbed in the forehead by Tom with a pickaxe that he kicked back at him and stabbed repeatedly in the stomach. So this is all happening while people are coming down to see him before he gets into like that cage thing. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Ben Foley, head pushed into pickaxe. Oh, okay, that's the guy who I keep thinking is the mayor, but maybe he's not. By Tom, that impaled him through the eye. Megan, who's the young hot chick that Axel's having the affair with.
Yeah.
Heart ripped out by Tom, off screen, but her body is safe. Oh, wait a minute. Megan's unborn baby. I didn't even think about that.
I didn't even. Oh yeah, because her stomach was ripped out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Died when Megan was killed by Tom off screen. Wow. I didn't even think about that. Of course, you know, knowing the girl who she is, I mean, she probably was pregnant, but she could be lying just to keep him around, you know. But I guess not, according to this.
Yeah.
Rosa, who I believe is the housekeeper, stabbed in the side of the head by Tom with a pickaxe off screen and skin melted in a dryer.
Yeah.
That's not mentioned in the original one. You know, up above this, it doesn't mention that Mabel isn't a dryer.
Yeah, well, I will give the remake credit. They did try to pay some homage to the original because they did the dryer death, and then they also did the part where she's going through the mine and all the clothes are falling down
Yeah,
all around her. So I do, I did like the homage to the original. So
yeah. They did some. Yeah, yeah. I agree. And then Sheriff James stabbed under the chin, out of the mouth by Tom with a pickaxe, jaw ripped off when he ripped the pickaxe out. And then after that, oh, this is the guy. So unnamed rescue worker, who's the one, this is the guy who finds Tom, stabbed in the eye by Tom with a pickaxe. So there is an alternate ending, and it's nothing big. Tom is underneath all the rubble. The unnamed man, the rescue guy, is walking towards him saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And as he's walking, Tom keeps seeing him as Harry. Like it flashes. Like once it's the guy, then it's Harry. Then it's the guy, then it's Harry. Then it's the guy.
okay,
And then he takes the pickaxe and stabs him in the eye.
okay,
That's the only thing that changed. And then we see him. He doesn't lose an arm or anything. We see him in that guy's uniform, and he's leaving.
yeah,
the mine.
he's walking out of the mine at
Yeah.
the very end of the movie. Yeah. So
So
both survived. So
yeah, they could have a team
they
up.
could have made a sequel if they
Yeah, why
wanted
not?
to.
So it says here deaths. There are 47. We don't know exactly how many men or how many women, but there is one victim of unknown gender. Unknown gender?
Probably the baby.
There we go. They just don't want to say it, baby. Well, they did it up there, but I don't know. So Harry Warden in the remake, 20 deceased. Oh, he killed 20 people, but he's deceased. Tom kills 10, still at large. Axel from the original movie kills 10, fate unknown. Harry in the original killed 6, he's deceased. And then both the sheriff and Ben kill 1 each, and they're both deceased. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fun times.
Yeah, so it's yeah, because what is pictures do I have here? So as I get caught up talking about this so much, I forget, like, oh yeah, what did you think about him being the killer? And I didn't even, that's the picture I was going to put up, but I forgot about it.
Yeah,
But that was the idea there. But
yeah,
and then there's one more of. See, the what they mentioned is in the behind the scenes for the remake is this is actually a Russian, at least the face here, the helmet is Russian because the eyes are so wide that this is actually a Russian miner suit. It's not American. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
I didn't know that.
Anything more to kind of go over here? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. I mean, I think we pretty much topped everything. So
yeah, here's the scene that you were talking about where he's like, he's behind you.
Yeah.
And they don't see anything, but he does. I don't know if I shared it with you or not, but there's a picture to say how you can figure out who the killer is in the Scream movies. And most of them all wear flannel. And then it even shows Sydney's daughter in the new film wearing a flannel skirt. So they circled it. So what if she was the killer? She's wearing flannel.
Yeah.
What if she was secretly the killer?
Possible.
Yeah. I mean, maybe flannel gives things away. Maybe just killers always wear flannel. That's like their thing.
Possible.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're, and then we'll put this on here. Okay. So then we'll just do the stats here. So My Bloody Valentine 3D was 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Its budget was 14 million and it made 100.7 million.
Okay.
So not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah, it
So what
see.
do you rate this one?
Four.
I give it a 3.5.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, it's
I'm always
not
5 off of
terrible,
you.
but I think like the whole again the whole time they were kind of leaning more towards it was Tom from the very beginning of the movie. And the whole time I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is the twist. We're more. I was thinking maybe they were gonna be like, okay, maybe this is we want Tom to be like we want the audience to think it's Tom, only to later be revealed to be Axel later in the movie. But this time they just swapped it around. I think what they should have done is made it more like have the audience more leaning towards like it's Axel, only to be boom, it's Tom.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's probably why I give it a little bit of a lower rating.
Well,
But
and
I still enjoyed it for the most part.
yeah, I really like this one. I think it's one of the better remakes.
Yeah, it's
It
definitely a
actually has
great
some
remake. I'm
talented
not.
people working on it. So
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad remake. I prefer the original a little bit more, but I definitely enjoyed this. I just kind of hated that they made it more like it made it a little too obvious that who the killer was. In
yeah,
my opinion, anyway.
no, I could see that. I could see that. So okay. Well, there is a, as you pointed out to me today, that there is a like a fan sequel,
Yeah.
and it is available on YouTube. So Valentine Bluffs, a fan film.
Yeah.
And I have it here. So we can take a quick look at it. Why not? Okay. So this is 2023. Oh, wow. It's feature length. It's an hour and a half.
Okay.
And it is a sequel to the first movie, to the original,
Yeah, the
not
original. Yeah.
the remake. So after the horrific events that took place in Valentine Bluffs, TJ and Sarah struggled to move on with their lives in a new town. Circumstances forced TJ to move back to his home, home where he tries to start a new life. 40 years pass. Oh, wow. And the town of Valentine's Bluffs has forgotten the names of Axel Palmer and Harry Warden. The next generation is getting ready to celebrate the big Valentine's Day dance. All seem well until the ominous figure wielding a pickaxe appears, leaving a trail of carnage behind. I don't know. It kind of sounds like the first movie.
I think that's pretty much what it is. It's just the plot of the first movie is just, you know, make it's 40 years or 20 years later or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would kind of just be the same movie. Let's see what has the director done. Oh, he did Sleigh Bells. Oh, he did special effects. Let me. I don't like when they do this. Okay, so it looks like he's mostly an effects person. And director was director 5. So he started off with doing short films. Where Is My Golden Arm? Sleigh Bells. If that's, I think I know that one. Maybe it's a different film because I thought it was a feature. Hunting for Justice, and then Valentine Bluffs.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. I mean, and of course, Lloyd Kaufman is in this.
Mm-hmm.
They got a trailer for it. We got some pictures. So there, it's them in the mine. Oh, there's a girl with a pick in her mouth. Somebody's head is sliced, like their face is sliced. Behind the scenes, it looks like. Oh, look, flannel. Probably
She's the killer. She's the killer.
Yeah. And then behind the scenes, more behind the scenes. The poster. And then like another type of poster with him on it. So I don't know, man. I would check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I mean, it's a fan film, so just take it with a grain of salt. It's basically fans of the original movie making a sequel.
Do you like fan films?
I don't mind fan films. I mean, I look at it as like, hey, this isn't official, but you know, look at make it like, look, don't treat it like I look at it like this. Don't treat something don't treat it like it's like, a Hollywood thing. Basically, look at it what it is. It's a fan. It's made by fans for fans.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because we never got a sequel, somebody said, "Well, let's do a sequel then."
Mm-hmm.
So there's killing somebody there. But they did release, and apparently, I mean, somebody likes the '80s because it looks like you could buy it on VHS.
I don't know if you can buy it or not. I did look up to see if it was available physically, and I guess they did release it on Blu-ray, but it's out of print. And they were because I found it on eBay for like $80, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying $80 for that.
Oh no! That is way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if it was like $20 or something, like, hey, someone's making a movie for $20, I'd be like, okay, I might pay that, but
no. And especially VHS. Not a lot of people have a VHS player, even though I appreciate it. So, but and then our last thing that we're going to take a look at here is Valentine's Day horror movies, which you sent to me. So let's see. We'll do. Okay, so I have it at the very end. This is stuff that I've currently viewed. So there's my AXEMAS movie. There's a Uwe Boll right there.
Sure.
So I was looking up his movies. And so let's see. Have you looked at this list?
I glanced at it a little bit, but I really didn't really look at it too much. I was just looking to see if there's anything I owned on it. Unfortunately, it's only one.
Okay, so we'll start with the last one. I think there's, what was it, 23? No, 29. Okay, so number 29, Devilish Charm. It's a Dave Dakota film. Oh, no. On Valentine's Day, a cursed bracelet arrives at a sorority house. As each girl makes wishes, they realize the devilish consequences of Satan's ploy. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I have not either. I know the director, but I have not seen this. Okay, so, and I probably won't. Okay. Next one is Blind, Marcel Weltz. Okay, so I know him. Sarah French I've worked with. She's very nice. Caroline Williams from Texas 2. So a former actress left blind after a botched surgery struggles to put her life back together, but realizes she isn't as alone as she thinks after meeting a few new friends. Oh, I remember Sarah promoting this. So this is on. So the first one is on Valentine's Day, and there's a gift. This, I don't see anything that's Valentine's Day in it though. Have you seen it?
I have not. No.
Okay, so that's 28.
I think about 75% of this I haven't seen. So
okay. Pretty Boy is 27. Also Marcel Walls and Sarah French. Oh, also is Jed Roland. Okay. Devney Penn. Okay. I either know or recognize their names. A mass killer named Pretty Boy takes a blind woman from her home into the Hollywood Hills and crashes a Valentine's Day party where the bloodshed continues. I have not seen that.
Me neither.
Okay. Oh, here's one that you know. Hard Eyes.
Hard Eyes?
Yeah.
I do own Hard Eyes. It's the only other Valentine's Day movie I own. I definitely want to get a couple other ones that might be on this list. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely I just watched this today and it's really good, so definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I really liked Hard Eyes. So yeah, I need to pick up a copy too. So it's when two
I
coworkers.
don't know if there's a Blu-ray of this or not because I haven't seen it.
Philip and I can't find it. So yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just DVD. Yeah.
Yeah, so
we can't find it at all. Okay, so for Hard Eyes, that was just last year. When two coworkers have to survive the Hard Eyes killer on Valentine's Day, the two have to find out who it is. And the two coworkers, I believe, are a guy and a girl that are together. So, but Hard Eyes is good. Definitely worth watching.
Definitely worth watching.
I don't know if these are in order, but if these are like, oh yeah, Hard Eyes is 26. Well, number 2 is something else. Hard Eyes should be like in the top 5. So I'm not really sure.
I think it's just like a list. I don't think it's in like in ranked
order.
Anything.
Okay, well let's see what 25 is then. Midnight Peep Show.
Never seen it.
Now, a bunch of directors. Oh, Zach Galligan is in it from Gremlins. A man stumbles across a darkly magical peep show booth. So maybe it's an anthology?
Possible.
Yeah, but I've never seen it.
Me neither.
Oh, Valentine's Bluff. Here we go. Number 24. So let's see if this is any Lloyd Kaufman. Is this any different? After the horrific events that took place in Valentine's Bluff. Oh, no, this is probably going to be the same thing as what I just read because it's IMDb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, number 24, Valentine's Bluff. Okay, interest in that. Bloodwork, Clint Eastwood.
Never seen it.
It's a good film. 2002. Still recovering from a heart transplant, retired FBI agent profiler Terry McCaleb returns to service when his own blood analysis offers clues to the identity of a serial killer.
Okay.
Yeah, Eastwood directed it. He stars in it. It's also got Jeff Daniels and Angelica Houston. So yeah, it was pretty good. I remember liking it. This is one that I do own, but I don't have it with me. It's over in my zombie collection. But Return of the Living Dead 3.
Okay.
Brian Yuzna. Melinda Clark is the zombie in it. I don't remember it taking place on Valentine's Day, I guess. Having recently witnessed the horrific events of a top secret project to bring the dead back to life, a distraught youth performs the operation on his girlfriend after she's killed in a motorcycle accident. It feels more like Reanimator than it does Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
But it was okay. It wasn't bad. Gloomy Valentine. It's only 5 minutes.
Okay.
A woman struggles to overcome sadness of a broken heart. Up number 20, the original My Bloody Valentine. So we both got that.
Yeah.
Lonely Hearts. Oh, this is one that I wanted to see, but I haven't been able to find it. Oh, Sam Mason Bell. I know him. A reality TV show has deadly consequences for 5 single people looking for romance. Yeah, I wanted to see that, but I can't find it. The Big F.
Never heard of it.
It's Valentine's Day, and Bigfoot is on. Okay, I'm sold. Is on the loose and looking for a mate. Jenny is house sitting when her cousin convinces her to have a get together. It's not long after that Bigfoot enters the cul-de-sac, leaving the neighborhood residents to defend their streets from the beast. I would watch that.
Okay.
Okay, but it takes place on Valentine's Day. Okay. Number 17, good old Steve Martin, directed by Carl Reiner. Kathleen Turner and David Warner in this. The Man with Two Brains. That is a funny movie.
Okay.
A brain surgeon marries a female fatale whose life he saved, causing his life to turn upside down. Things go even more awry when he falls in love with a telepathic brain. Yeah, he keeps a brain in a jar, and it talks to him.
Okay.
Tales from the Grave, Volume 2, Happy Holidays. I do own this. Yeah, I know Stephanie Beaton. She's the director. Come join the old crone one more time in this chilling sequel. This time around, the crone takes you on a year's holiday journey.
Okay.
So Happy Holidays is that one.
Yeah.
Dead End. Nobody I know. While investigating a masked killer who opened fire at a local school, a reporter calls on the paranormal spirits that surround the investigation to uncover the truth. So maybe they're killed on Valentine's Day. 14, Dear Diary. Don't know any of these people. 2 teen stories in one film starring the talented Herbert Boasta? I don't know. In one story, Dear Party Line, he is a houseboy who strikes up a friendship with a girl over the phone. In another story, Dear Killer, he and his friends play detective. 89. I'll pass on that one.
Yeah.
Cupid I own. It's actually over in my slasher section there. Do you own this one? This was like you could buy it at Dollar Tree.
Do not own this one, but it's one I definitely want to see.
Okay. So after being horrendously embarrassed by the mean girls at school, Faye, a practicing witch, summons the evil Cupid to take revenge on all those who wronged her. I have not seen it yet, and it's like a giant Cupid that's running around. But I do own it. Mom. Do not know anybody in this.
Nope.
After her daughter is sexually assaulted at a party, a furious mother sets out to destroy the lives of the 4 perpetrators who walked away free. Ooh, it's like a revenge.
Okay.
So maybe they essayed her on Valentine's Day. So then the mom goes out to kill them.
I'm not even sure if these are all just based on Valentine's Day, or is it just like, like love themed, like a bad breakup, or someone falls in love and it happens to be like a monster or something. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So
this one's 2 hours and 26 minutes. Oh,
Lord, that's no.
Yeah, I wanted to see it, maybe. Number 11, the Crystallis.
Never heard of it.
Looks like it's Asian. After being kidnapped, a young woman awakens 3 months later on the side of the road with no memory of her abduction. Subsequently, she begins to experience psychological episodes that mirror her abductor's persona. You know, when Philip and I were looking at these things for, I think it was Friday the 13th. He pulled up a list, and it was, you know, Friday the 13th movies, which we like rip-offs. So we figured, oh, okay, they'd be all movies that take place at a summer camp or in the woods or whatever it is.
Yeah.
No, no. Like a quarter
No.
of them had nothing to do with camping or woods or
I think a
anything.
lot. I actually watched your guys' replay on that. I think what a lot of it is what counts as a rip off of Friday the 13th is the formula. So it's, you know, teens gonna go do something, someone warns them, they ignore the warning, and then all consequences. That's why I think the whole, you know, the formula.
Okay, all right, makes sense. Okay. Then number 10, Raising Cain. So that's Brian De Palma. John Lithgow's in that one, Stephen Bauer. This we did watch and review. He has Philip has the DVD. I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray, which has also the director's cut. But we watched the theatrical one. This film is a mess. I enjoyed it. Philip enjoyed it. It is a mess. It doesn't make a lot of sense. John Lithgow plays a few different characters. And there's really only one scene in the entire movie that kind of says that it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, but it's still worth watching. It's still a decent movie.
I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's fun because Lithgow plays so many characters that it's fun to watch. Pontypool, that is a good one. A radio host interrupts the possible outbreak of a deadly virus, which infects the small Ontario town that he is stationed in.
I have not seen it, but I definitely sounds interesting.
It's a good one. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. Number 8, Holidays, which I did not like. It's an anthology. Kevin Smith is one of the directors in it. Each director takes a different holiday. I did not like Kevin Smith's one. I thought it was lazy.
I've never seen it, so I can't comment.
Holidays is an anthology feature film that puts a uniquely dark and original spin on some of the most iconic and beloved holidays of all time by challenging our folklore, traditions, and assumptions. I don't know if I've ever watched the whole thing. I know I was more curious in the Kevin Smith one, and I might have turned it off after that. Might have to give it another chance, but I don't know. 7 is Valentine Day Z, or Valentine's Days. Is this? Oh, zombies. That's why there's Z there. I don't recognize anybody in it, but let's. Oh no, Robert Mukes. I know him. Okay. A whirlwind romance is interrupted by the zombie apocalypse when Sarah, hey, another Sarah, is claimed by the virus, and Max is forced back into a life he thought he'd left behind. Maybe. It's only it's only an hour and 19 minutes. What? Okay. All right. I like zombie stuff. Number 6. Oh, no, this is the movie, Broken Hearts. This is the one that I've been trying to find, and I can't find it. Yeah, not that other one I said. So a mass serial killer tries to win the heart of a college girl on Valentine's Day by eliminating her other potential suitors in the most brutal and gruesome ways possible.
Okay.
Yeah, not that other one.
I've not seen it, but I definitely would like to check that out.
Yeah, I heard it's okay. This is 5. The Sinful Nuns of Saint Valentine, 1974, could be Italian, maybe. Lucius, I don't know how to pronounce it. Family forcing her into a covenant to separate her from I don't know how to pronounce some of these, as they do plan to elope. So basically the daughter gets forced into a covenant because she's planning on eloping with this person. He faces hearsay charges and hides there uncovering the abbess's evil secrets. Can he save Lucha or whatever it is, before the Inquisitor condemns them all. Well, since I'm having a problem reading it, I have no interest.
Yeah.
There we go. That's number 5. No interest at all. Number 4, X-Ray, which is also known as Hospital Massacre. I do own that one. The director's done some other big stuff too. Barbie Benton, who is a Playboy model, she's in it. This all takes place in a hospital, or at least most of it does. While recovering a routine checkup, a woman finds herself stranded on the hospital's 8th floor, while someone dressed as a doctor is intent on her never leaving, even if it means killing any staff member who comes in contact with her. It's not bad. It's all right. It's 1981, so it's not too bad.
Doesn't say anything about Valentine's Day, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with Valentine's Day. I mean, it might be a great movie, but I don't know.
I think it did come up because it was Friday the 13th, and the next day was Valentine's Day, and I think it pops up on lists. So
okay.
Yeah, maybe something in there is. And then number 3 is Lover's Lane, which I own right here.
Okay.
And it's directed by John Ward.
Just like that book that you wrote.
That's right. So, which is probably why he put his name as John Stephen Ward.
Ah.
He doesn't have an H either.
Yeah.
Why would they not put? This is Anna Faris's first film.
Okay.
Why would she not be listed there?
Mm.
Man, she's on the back of the box, but that's weird that they wouldn't have her on there. A man who committed a series of murders 13 years ago begins to hunt down his victims' children. It's not a bad film, but it's also kind of like urban legend.
Maybe she doesn't want to be associated with it, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Valentine, there we go. Jamie Blanks, speaking of urban legend. And then Denise Richards. We got Angel from Buffy. And I own that one too.
That's another one I want to get.
It's got that right here.
Yeah. I'm Lover's Lane I want to get. But unfortunately I guess the DVD's out of print, so I'm gonna have to get either the Arrow version or whatever. That's the only one I can see that's available.
Oh, okay.
And then Valentine is the other one I want to get. That one I think the DVD may be out of print, or I know there's a Blu-ray of it definitely. It's Scream Factory, I think.
Yeah, if you're probably better off getting that Blu-ray then, because the only special feature on this is trailer. There's a Ferris right on the back of the box there. This is one of those clip ones with clips on the side. So this is old. Yeah. It doesn't have audio by the director and stuff.
I have a love-hate relationship with the little clippy DVDs.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either, but sometimes that's the only way that you can get them. Yeah. Okay. Can you guess what number 1 is?
I'm going to assume probably the remake of Boy and Buddy Valentine.
We will see. If this is in some sort of order, I completely disagree with this order. If it's just random stuff, then okay. All right, so let's see what it is. Number 1 is the remake of My Bloody Valentine.
Okay.
Jamie King. We got the guy from Supernatural, good director.
Again, I don't think these are in any particular. I think that's just they just put a list.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, Valentine is 5 women are stalked by an unknown assailant while preparing for Valentine's Day. And then My Bloody Valentine is, let's see, Tom returns to his hometown on the 10th anniversary of the Valentine's Night Massacre that claimed the lives of 22 people. Those are the people at the hospital. Instead of a homecoming, Tom finds himself suspected of committing the murders, and it seems like his old flame is the only one that believes he's innocent. That's not true. At the end, she's holding a gun on him.
Yeah. They messed up there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that she believes him for a little bit, but then she also believes Axel too.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. So that's it. We've gone through everything. That's everything. Yeah. Any final thoughts on these movies or anything like that? I
gotta put my glasses back on.
Now you look like Elton John.
I don't know how.
Benny and the
I was thinking of a song to sing, but I wasn't sure. But we might get copyrighted, so we don't want to do that. Saturday.
Or Sun, because today is Sunday. I enjoy both of these. If I was asked, which one would you rather watch? I'd rather watch the original, R-rated or uncut. I'd rather watch that over the remake. Yeah. But if somebody did ask me, do you want to watch the remake? I'd have no problem watching the remake either. Yeah. I just prefer the
same. I enjoyed both. I think the original is the better movie. Even though I only seen the theatrical cut, I still think even the theatrical cut is still better than the remake. But the remake is not a bad film. Just if someone would ask me which one do I prefer, like which one would you rather watch, it would definitely be the original.
Okay, yeah. So we're in agreement with that.
If someone's like, "Hey, I want to watch both," I wouldn't be opposed to it either. So,
yeah, like a double feature. So, I think the remake might go good with Valentine if you wanted to do more modern ones.
Okay.
Because it's more like Scream. I mean, even the cover's like Scream.
Okay.
God, it's based on a book. It's got a bunch of people in it too that we know. Like Katherine Hagel's in it. She's the first kill, I think. And then Denise Richards, who looks hot because she's in a bikini right there. But yeah, I don't know I guess with the original, if you were to do a double feature, it could be anything, probably Friday the 13th or Halloween.
Okay.
Would be fine as a double feature with that. So
there you go.
Okay, man. I think that's it, right?
That's everything. That's
everything. Yeah. So here are my thoughts. At some point, maybe this for next year, then we could look at for February, by that time, maybe you could get the uncut version of My Bloody Valentine. And then we could watch that fan film, since they're both, it's feature length. So it'd be like watching two movies.
Okay.
And then we could compare them. Yeah, and then maybe if something else comes up, we could add it to it. But maybe that's something we could do for February.
Sounds good to me.
So, because we already got December and January planned. So
yeah.
That's with our boy Stallone. So okay, man. Well, thank you very much for being here. And thanks everybody for watching. If you made it all the way through the video, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Let us know what version you prefer down in the comments. Do you like the original or the remake better, or even both? But which would you prefer if you were on a desert island? So yeah. So all right, everybody. Thanks. Appreciate you being here, and we will see you on the next video. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Take care. Bye.